So I am driving down 95 and I am slowly approaching the boulevard and I'm stuck in traffic, like a lot of traffic. And not only that, but I just wanted to share something with you guys. I am not perfect, nor am I an angel. Have I made my mistakes? Do I have my crosses to bear? Absolutely, I do. However, I will say this. I have broken hearts, and I am currently brokenhearted. I am still trying to find myself. I am still trying to figure out who I am as a person, what my contributions can be to society. I'm still learning how to deal with the choices that I've made. I am still learning how to make better choices. I am still learning how to love. I'm not going to say less heartedly, but I will love me more. Like, I've spent so much time pouring into other people that I am not being refilled. And it's a sad and lonely place, like when you're empty on the inside. I left a marriage for someone that I fell absolutely in love with, only to find out that I wasn't even really considered an option or a candidate or whatever you want to call it. Like, I don't know, I feel numb about it. And the feeling that I got the last time I was around him, it's a feeling I don't ever want to feel again. You know what I mean? Like, I don't ever want to feel the way that person made me feel. I felt unimportant. I felt unloved. I felt non-significant. I felt weak. I felt vulnerable. I felt dirty. I felt a lot of things because I was rejected by one person. And I had to realize that I'm chasing someone who's chasing someone else. Like, you know, I had to stop asking myself questions like, did he love me? You know, is he gonna call me? Not like the Rich Boy song, but you know, like, I had to take a step back so that I can heal and recover. Do I still think about him? Every minute of every day. I don't even like listening to music anymore because every trap song, every up-tempo reminds me of him. Every low-tempo reminds me of him. Like, I don't even enjoy the things that I used to enjoy because the things that I enjoyed, I associated with him. And it's very hurtful because the last thing he said to me was, I'm not gonna leave her who holds me down for you. All I really came over here to do was get some pussy. That was very hurtful. Like, I felt so dirty. I felt so violated. Like, not because he disrespected me, like, physically. I mean, I guess in a way he did, because he only came for sex. But, like, for me, it was so much more. And for him, it was whatever. You know what I mean? And I think that, to me, was more hurtful than anything else because I really loved this guy. Like, I really rocked with this guy. Like, I didn't even want to have any more kids in my own marriage, but this nigga made me want to have kids. You feel me? Like, it was just the feeling and the confidence that I got from him. And, you know, the way I feel now about him in this situation, like the way I feel about myself, what I was able to pull out of myself, like, it's priceless, it's invaluable. Like, money can't buy that, you know what I mean? I'm stuck in traffic, y'all. I'm so sorry. Totally unrelated to anything that we are discussing right now currently, but I gotta get out of this traffic. I don't know, I really love this guy hard, and it just felt like no matter what I did, it wasn't good enough. Like, I stroked the ego, like, I tell you I love you, I see how God is shining on you, I hope he blesses you. Like, I was really pouring into this man, and I wasn't being refilled. Like, that's the scary part. Like, giving yourself completely to somebody and being completely vulnerable and being transparent with someone. And although he was, you know, he kept it 100 or whatever, he wasn't transparent. Like, he didn't allow me to, like, he didn't allow me to really get to know who he was. Like, and I felt like I was slighted, and I'm kind of jaded. Like, for real, I'm really jaded behind it, because it's like I gave you every ounce of me emotionally. I gave you every ounce of me physically. I gave you every ounce of me mentally, and I poured in, and I nurtured, and I developed this relationship and what I had for you because of how I felt for you, only to find out that you may or may not have even felt the same way for me. I left my marriage. I stepped out. I risked it all. I left with nothing, you know, and I did that because, you know, I wanted him. You know what I mean? Like, but you can't, you mess with me, but not enough to kind of leave what you dealing with. Like, that to me was very hurtful, because it's like, yo, like, I changed my whole life for you, my nigga. Like, I changed my whole life. I changed how I moved. I changed how I was doing things, like, for you. You know what I'm saying? And you can't even give me that same damn common courtesy. So for me, it's like, you know what? I'm good, love. Enjoy. Like, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. Oh, sorry. I was trying to count the, I was trying to count, the light. Anyway, like, I've cried, and I've prayed, and I've cried, and I've prayed, and I've cried, and I've prayed, and I've cried, and I've prayed. And, you know, people always say, oh, people come into your life for a season and a reason, da, da, da. But, like, this was the second time that the earth went around the sun on this situation. And I just knew that, you know, because the first time was my error. First time was user error. I chose to walk away because I didn't feel that I was ready for the type of committed relationship that, you know, he wanted at 21, 20 something years old. I wasn't ready for that. Got pregnant, miscarried, you know, fell in love with his sister. Like, she's so fucking dope. And, you know, it's just like, I just knew things were going to be different this time. I knew this was going to be our time, and nope, it wasn't. It's not. And I'm okay with that. Like, I have to be okay with that. Does it hurt? Absolutely. Do I still think about him? Absolutely. Do I still pray for him? Absolutely. But I don't know, I'm just hurt. I'm just so jaded. Like, in a million years thought that somebody that I had been dealing with for almost a year, not intimately or anything like that, but just someone who came back into my life and was just genuinely who I thought God had purposed for me, just decided to uproot the seeds that we planted and desire something different. That for me was very hard. Very hard. And you know, nobody likes rejection. Nobody likes not being number one. No one likes not feeling like they matter. Like, I just, at the end of the day, I don't feel like I added value to his life, which for me is kind of like wasted time. Like, I poured into you, and I wanted you, and I needed you, and through this transition that I chose to take in my life, like, you were supposed to be there to hold my hand. Or even if you couldn't hold my hand, you were supposed to be my rock. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I can't deal with this ankle. You're supposed to be my rock. And you know, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. You win some, you lose some, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, I'm about to get back at work in this parking deck. 12 minutes of me talking about nothing, but it's something to me. Love ya. Bye.